History of women's rights. Women struggled for equal rights centuries ago. 1848 marked the great moment for women when the Declaration of Sentiments is signed at the Seneca Falls Convention in the U.S. When women fight and petition for their social, political, and religious rights. In 1893, women were granted the right to vote in New Zealand. Women have been mobilizing in greater number for the campaign in gender equality. 1911, the first International Women's Day, is marked in Europe, Austria, Denmark, Germany, Switzerland. 1945, United Nations is formed. 1946, the establishment of the Commission on the Status of Women. 1948, the UN adopts the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. 1975, the first World Conference on Women. 1975 to 1985, the United Nations Decade for Women. 1979, CEDAW, the International Women's Bill of Rights. 2010, the establishment of UN Women. 1995, China, the UN's fourth World Conference on Women is held in Beijing with 189 countries and 17,000 participants. In the Philippines has been noted as having one of the smallest gender disparities in the world. The country has two female presidents, Corazon Aquino from 1896 to 1992 and Gloria Macapagal Arroyo from 2001 to 2010, and had its first woman Supreme Court Justice, Cecilia Muñoz Palma, in 1973, before the United States had one. The struggle for women's right to vote was the site for early feminism in the Philippines. It spanned 3 decades, culminating September 1973 with the ratification by the Commonwealth Government National Assembly after a plebiscite vote by women voters on April 30, 1937. With 447,725 yes votes, a number well above the 300,000 quota stipulated by the 1935 Constitution, finally, the Filipina got the vote. 1905, the Asociación Feminista Filipina. Objectives were limited to social concerns such as prison reform, improvement of education, and prevention of individual immorality. 1912, Society for the Advancement of Women, later changed to Women's Club of Manila. Under 1912, women's suffrage. 1937, Filipinas voted 10-1 in the affirmative, handing a victory to the suffragists that exceeded the constitutional quota. 2017 ranked 10th out of 145 countries for gender equality in the Global Gender Gap Index. Today, women are still fighting for equal rights, but we have come so far. Let us continue to write history.
Hello, my name is Chinchin Banaflor. I am 24 years old. Let me share to you my story, and I hope that my story will inspire you to push harder in life. I am a fruit of a broken family. So, naghiwalay po yung parents ko at the age of 14. So, naging independent po ako nung 14 years old na ako. Kasi my mom got depressed. So, yun, parang napabayaan na din kami kasi nga, syempre, lagi sila nag-aaway ng papa ko, and yun. At yung papa ko nasa abroad. Naiwan kami ng kapatid ko sa Kidapawan, and kanya-kanya kami survive yun ang nangyari. To cut the story short, naging working student ako. Nung naging working student ako, napunta ako sa isang nanay-nanayan namin dun sa amin. Dun ako nagtatrabaho sa kanya while nag-aaral. May isang araw na may party sa kanya, napakilala niya ako sa isang tao na nagbibigay ng mga scholarship sa mga taong less fortunate na tulad ko para makapag-aral ng college. Lucky I am kasi yung requirement ko lang that time is just a form of 137 lang. Yun lang. Just to check kung okay ba yung performance ko. So, nakapasa naman ako at nakapag-aral ako sa KDCI kasi may pa-open sila na school that time, sila Dr. Edwin Gantuangco. So, nakapasok ako bilang full scholar ni Dr. Edwin Gantuangco. Nung nakapag-aral naman ako, nakapasok ako, ang saya ko. Nakauwi na that time yung papa ko. So, nag-ask ako ng help sa papa ko na tulungan niya ako para sa pang araw-araw ko, para sa pag-aaral ko. Yung pangbaon ko, yun. Tapos na-reject ako ng papa ko kasi sabi niya, ang taas doon ng pangarap ko, baka mabaliw daw ako. Di daw namin kaya, ganito, ganyan. Super negative yung papa ko. At napunta kami sa point na sinabihan ko siya na babalik ako sa bahay na nakagraduate na ako pa. And umalis ako sa bahay at naging independent ako. Yun yung start na nag-solo ako sa life ko. So yun, nagtatrabaho ako sa isang internet cafe dahil yung anak ng nanay-nanayan ko is nagpatayo ng internet cafe. Tuwing gabi, ako yung nagbabantay. So from 5 p.m. to 12 midnight, ako yung nagbabantay sa internet cafe nila. So, doon sa internet cafe nila, syempre, minsan, yung naglalaro ng Dota is umaabot ng lampas 12 midnight. So, yun. Mga 2 or 3 a.m. ganun sila bago ako nakakapag-close ng cafe. So, ang nangyayari is late na ako nakakagising kinaumagahan at yung klase ko is 7. So, lagi akong nalilate sa school. And pagdating ko pa talaga sa klase namin is nakakatulog ako. Yun yung nakakahiya nun. Lagi akong ginigising ng aking kaklase o yung friend ko pag tumitingin na yung proof namin sa akin. Kasi nga, ayun, nakakatulog na ako. So, yung laging tinatawag nila sa akin is ako daw si narcoleptic daw ako, ganyan, kasi nakakatulog agad. So yun, pero tinatawanan ko lang yung mga bagay na yun nung college ako, pero talagang nag-push harder pa ako para makasurvive. So yun pa, share ko pa dati pag sinasabihan ako ng mga kaklase ko na tara, merienda tayo, ganito, ganyan. Marami akong sinasabing alibay para hindi ako makasama kasi wala nga akong pera. So yun, ang hirap talaga ng buhay na pagdaanan ko, nagiging planchadora, nagiging tagabantay ng bata, tagalinis, at ano-ano na lang, tagalaba, lahat ng mga gawaing bahay na pwede kong mai-incomean. Marami kasi doon sa amin, 3 pamilya pinagsisilbihan ko. So, rotation sila. So, yun din ang nakakatulong sa akin sa pangtustos ko noon. Kaya, minsan minsan, pag nasushort ako, skip lang. Yung, pag ngayon, kakain ka ngayon, pagka lunch, skip ka, tapos pagka dinner, kakain ka na. Ganun. Skip lang yung para ma-survive mo. Paano ko na-survive ang lahat? Isa lang naman ang sagot. Maniwala ka lang sa sarili mo at maniwala ka sa taas na kayang-kaya mo ang mga bagay na gusto mo. Kasi kung ano yung mga sinasabi mo, kung ano yung mga ina-attract mo, yun yung mangyayari. Kaya, be careful kung ano yung mga sinasabi ninyo kasi yun yung maa-attract ninyo. And I am proud to say, nung nakagraduate ako, di ako nahirapan sa pag-apply at natanggap agad ako bilang manager sa Chowking drive-thru. Marami kaming aplikante and isa ako sa mga napasali kahit fresh graduate ako. So, napakalaki ko that time kasi fresh grad ako pero napasali ako bilang manager. Wala akong working experience or what, pero yung background ko lang is yung pagiging student leader. Yun yung naging advantage ko din. So, naging student napasali ako sa student council sa 4 years ko. So, dumaan ako sa business manager, vice president external, vice president internal, hanggang naging president ako sa school. So, yung mga bagay na yon is yun yung mga bagay na nag-mold sa mindset ko kung ano ako ngayon. Kaya napaka-thankful ko sa mga nangyari sa buhay ko kasi lahat ng yon is natulungan ako kung ano ako ngayon. Kasi kung di yun nangyari sa akin is hindi ako magiging ako ngayon. Sa lahat ng hirap mo, mag-thank you ka. Kasi sa lahat ng hirap mo, may malaking magandang story ang mangyayari sa buhay mo. Tsaka huwag mong kalimutan na maniwala lang sa taas. Diskarte lang naman ang kailangan para maabot mo yung mga pangarap mo. Yun yung wag mong walain, yung diskarte. Kasi kung madiskarte ka, talagang maaabot mo yung mga pangarap mo. Kung magsasabi ka lang ng ganito, ganyan, negative ka lagi, wala talagang mangyayari sa buhay mo. Pero kung positive ka at lagi mong sinasabing kaya mo, talagang makakaya mo. Kaya, ang masasabi ko sa inyo is lagi niyong i-motivate yung sarili niyo kasi walang ibang lalaban sa sarili mo kundi ikaw. Kaya nga sinasabi nila yung pinaka malaking kalaban is yung sarili mo. Kaya wag mong kalabanin yung sarili mo. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jail Officer 1 STL Samonte. As a mother and a career woman, it is never easy to raise your child and work at the same time. In our line of work as a jail officer, our main responsibility is to serve our client. There are instances that you have to sacrifice your quality time with your child because your duty is calling you. In these cases, we have to leave our child under the care of our own mothers or even by our other relatives. You are constantly thinking of the welfare of your child. Is he eating well? Does he feel hurt? Does he feel neglected? I believe those are some of the questions a mother has in mind. A mother like me is in a constant worry about her child, especially because I am not always with him. With the help of my own mother and my family, I was able to raise a loving and sweet child. They gave their utmost support in my career. Even though I worry sometimes, I know that my son is in good hands. People in my workplace are also supportive. They encourage me to become a competent jail officer and at the same time, as a responsible mother. Nevertheless, I believe that I am strong and resilient, despite it all. It is never easy, but it is worth it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Shane, 27 years old, a nurse, and I am a single mother of one. How did you succeed in your career while raising a child? I am not saying that I am 100% successful in my career, but I am doing a great job with a positive outlook in life. Syempre, with the guidance of my parents and some friends. Also, I learned how to balance my time doing the housework, doing the paperwork, and also making time and bond with my child because she will always remember who was there. And as a single mother also, I learned how to budget my finances, how to save money for the future of my child. It is hard, but I am very lucky for all the support that given to me. Kaya to all the single parent and single mother, I salute you all. We are doing a great job.
Negative perceptions, mostly women are weak, women dili nila kaya buhaton ang mga paras buhaton sa mga lalaki. They are often moral second lang sa mga lalaki. That's mostly ang mga negative perceptions and opinions na makita sa mga babae. They are emotional and dili kaya makipagsabayan sa uban. My success story being in the service for 1 year, sobra pa lang. It is, first, na-conquer na ko ang training, which is walay babae, walay lalaki, all the same. Tanan ginapabuhat sa lalaki, ipabuhat po sa babae. And that is one of my achievements, being a person na dili good physically strong. Wala jud ko sports before and I don't know anything about kanang physical activities, dali ko hapuon. And that is one thing na ika-proud na ko. Ang nakaya na ko ang training for 6 months na same sa ginabuhat sa mga lalaki. And now, being a frontliner sa MOA swabbing, I can say na it is a success for me na nakaya na ko buhaton ang mga bagay na dili na ko kaya buhaton before. Akong message lang is, if dili nimo kaya, isipon nimo na dagag nagabilib sa imo and mo ang nahitabo sa ako. There were those who believed in me and prayed for me, and I thought dili na ko siya kaya when times na kahilakon ako, gusto na ko mag-uli, but ako naisip lang is there are those na who are rooting for me, who are praying for me, and nasa isip lang ang dili gid kaya. Naalang siya sa isip. Tanang insecurities, it's all in the mind good. Kaya nimo siya i-conquer if you believe in yourself first and you believe na kaya nimo because others are believing you.